such an asshole.
Oh, our Katie, our Ashkenazi Jewish agent in the field. You give me such an easy one. The great Matt Forney discussed this at length. But if you would like my take on it, you paid me, so I'll pay you, or I'll do the video. Hi, Aaron. Here's my new video request. Please provide a price. As I travel around America and Mexico, I notice the rapidly spreading and seemingly unstoppable global pandemic of self-mutilation with tattoos. Of course, it's especially painful to see young, attractive women with defaced arms, back, thighs, etc. Seeing how God-given beauty is self-destroyed is disheartening. What does it say about the world and us, and where is all this headed? I know you talked about this more than once before, but it would be nice to have a dedicated video to just discussing this issue. Here's a random picture from Mexico today. He provides this picture of a guy. His body's all fucked up. And so let me go consult my notes here I just put together. And this is a very simple breakdown of why do people get tattoos. I want to go into why do people get tattoos so we know what their motivations are, and therefore we can answer your main question. Well, where is this going? Okay. So my sitting down and thinking, I've come up with this. And there is some Venn diagram overlap, but if we just took singular reasons, right? The main reason you got a tattoo, and these people were honest. I'm sure if you went online, why do people get tattoos? Express shut the fuck up. These are the three reasons people get tattoos, all right? 1, 5% like legit military men and women served. It's your unit. You're a motorcycle gang or a gang member. There is a brotherhood or sisterhood that it symbolizes something bigger than yourself, is what I'm saying. That would be the key thing. The Navy. Maybe your mother, mom. There is, I would even allow some, not all, some like Christian tattoos if you got a verse of the Bible, like you're a dedicated Christian, which is like 3% of y'all. That is what I would consider legitimate for you to remember. Again, the main thing being something bigger than yourself. All right. The second pie of the pie chart would be that it's simply a fashionable fad. And I'll give you 3 perfect examples, right? 1, there was the tramp stamp. Why did girls, men didn't do it. Why did girls just start deciding to put a tramp stamp tattoo? Why did my generation women decide to like, hey, right here, your landing strip. Something for you to look at while you're behind me. I don't know why they did it. Why did they have what was it, White Girl Fall, where all the girls were dressed with their straw hats, the white sweaters, the blue jeans, and the brown bootsy boots? I don't know, they just did. Why did girls poof their bangs back in the 80s when we were kids? I don't know, they just did. Why is there a cold shoulder? Look it up. Why did girls like, go look it, it's over. The fad's over. Why do women have fads? Don't fucking know, don't fucking care. It's stupid. There's the answer. And it was fashionable. And, we kind of think of women and tattoos. Well, no, it's guys too. I'll give you another one. Another example. I believe it was Far Cry 3. This was right when the corporos were telling you, hey, kids, tattoos are cool. I think it was Far Cry 3 where, in addition to guns and ammo, you got magical powers, and it was signified that you got magical powers where you get tattoos on your arm. You just started building a sleeve. They got really powerful, bro. What's in now? Tattoos, bro. And everyone got their fucking tattoo. Remember the barbed wire across a guy's bicep? That's the male equivalent to a tramp stamp. Tell me you're from the trailer park without telling me you're from the trailer park. Or they're banned. So that is another example of the fashion. And then just stupid sayings, right? It's fashionable. Whatever. Or it's in some foreign language, or Hindu, or usually Chinese. the old girl with the Chinese proverb that says good deal on cottage cheese. But the girl was told, oh, it means never not love yourself forever, whatever flowery saying. And then you could say more serious where body art, start calling it body art. I knew a couple, just we're gonna do this, they didn't have any money. It was body art. Oh yeah, I'm gonna like they act that, and that was the I know it's a subtle difference, but I'll get into the third and major reason why people get tattoos. But I would say beyond a simple Chinese saying or a tramp stamp or a band bro or whatever, that it was also fashionable not too long ago to like get a sleeve. I gotta get some work done. No. Your tattoo artist is getting the work done. You're just sitting there. And so that would, I say, fall under the fashion fad. And then, the fad's over. Does anyone get tramp stamps anymore? You see that, you're like, oh, it ages as well as green shag carpet from the 70s or everything in the 70s. And then the final reason I'd say 60%. So we got 5% that, 35%, 5% legit, 35% fashion fad. And then the remaining 60% lazy. Cappy, I understand how people being lazy results in tattoos because they got nothing else to do. Throw in why do people dye their hair stupid, ridiculous? Look at everyone who basically mutilate, changes, colors their body, whether it's their hair, hoop earrings, nose piercings, tongue piercings, tattoos. Why do they do that? And I'll run another one past you. Why generally are the people who do that ugly or fat? The answer is they're lazy. They're doing it to give themselves some kind of value because they're too lazy to go and work up something of real value in their life. Well, whatever that might be. You were a soldier, you were a dentist, you are a mother, you are a father, you're a cop, you're a great landscaper, you're an artist, you're something, Cappy. If you say, is there a core to you, Cappy? Yes, there's a core. There's a guy here who likes redheads with big boobs and loves to hike and wants his freedom and enjoys shooting gum. There's a guy there, an entity and a soul. Your average American fuckwit doesn't have a soul. They want to consume. They want to kind of the 7 deadly sins, be gluttonous, be slothful. They don't want to work hard at anything. They're cowards. They're deathly afraid of work. They're deathly afraid of the galvanizing and forging process that turns them into someone who's accomplished something, an accomplished individual. But then there's an ego part to them where they just can't abide that they're a fucking loser. And so they got to go and they got to, I'm expressing myself. No, you're just a conformist. And there's no self to express. You're all doing the exact same thing. Yeah, seriously. Any girl that is a barista, if she's got a nose piercing, what's her accomplishment? This isn't like some aerospace engineer working for NASA who's trying to figure out a new booster rocket fuel. That's not her. The only thing she's got, or the only thing that guy's got, look, I don't know this guy on Arcade. He sent me a picture of a guy, presumably Mexican, vacationing in Mexico. They're on a beach. The guy ain't got no shirt. He's got a bunch of tattoos. Like that's Jessup. Okay, that's Mexico's version of Jessup. He's got his 1 week off. He goes, works his shit job. He doesn't have anything else going on in life. And he gets his tattoos to express himself. Almost no different than your fat, portly, washed up dude bros who wears sports jerseys of another man and get pissed off if whatever, the fucking Chicago Bears don't win, or get excited if they do. There's no human being there. There's no core. There's no soul. There's no accomplishment. There's a sentient brain that is perpetually tortured. Like, I got to have purpose and meaning. But then the brain argues, well, yeah, but that would require work. Whoa, not work. Hey, here's a cope. I mean, that's the best way to put it. Tattoos are a cope. Instead of solving the problem, you cope. Hey, look, I got a new sleeve. I got my face. Look at me. Pay attention. Look, I have value. Aren't I a freak? Look at me. I got zany hair color. Oh, I'm a goth girl. I wear black makeup. How edgy am I? I'm total totes McGoats, Winona Ryder, even though it was done 30 years ago. And that at the end of the day, though, you're just too lazy to go do something with your life. Look, I'm not saying there aren't hardworking, accomplished people who love tattoos. I'm not, there's 320 million people in the United States. Globally, you're talking as well. Are there some hardcore engineers, great contributors to society, doctors, surgeons who got tattoos? Absolutely. I guarantee you there are. There has to be. Most of them probably regret their tattoos. I'm just saying, are there some people really like tattoos? Like that actually is their thing. It's not a cope. They're not lazy. They're accomplished in some other regard. Yeah. But that we're talking slivers now of pie in the pie chart. But why you see it becoming so popular now is because it's lazy people trying to avoid work, yet differentiate themselves and distinguish themselves. And look, I got to express myself. How about you just lose weight and be an attractive young woman who's nice and kind? That would definitely differentiate you from literally every other girl under 45 who has and I even did it. Link down below if you want to see some interesting statistics on tattoos and, by a larger extent, body mutilation, unconventional piercings, ridiculous hair color. The data wasn't perfect, but I managed to find some. It is shocking just what a percent of millennials, women in particular, went on the tattoo bandwagon. It was, and then I even found data like multiple tattoos, how many have more than two than one. I'd love to see surface area of the body covered by tattoos, but they just don't. I don't think the statistics are out there. But you don't need a study. Just go walk around and look around. Oh, you got your neck tattoo? Oh, huh? Along with everybody else? I guess I guess the contempt I have is the hypocrisy. Look how edgy and different I am. No, you're not. You're not. Unless you got to, if you're an older person and you got before it was cool, yeah, I get it. Okay. If there's again, a religious connotation or something sincere, all right, I get it. But no, I mean, pretty much anyone, that guy looked like he was under 40. Anyone under 40, and heck, I even go 50 with anyone under 50, no. As the young kids say, it's totally sus. Sus, man. It's sus. But then to get to your thing here, what does it say about the world and us? Where's this all headed? Be nice, dedicated. So what? I mean, now we know their motivations. Now you know where it's headed. We're just lazy. It's nothing. It's nothing we don't know. It's nothing sexy or glamorous, Arcady. People are doing everything in their power to avoid work to find purpose and meaning in life, and that now includes putting on fancy clothes. It's a mask. Look at me. And it's I guess a cry for attention. You want attention? You want attention as a girl? Go get in shape, put on a nice dress, do yourself up. I'm not saying go into a nightclub and just walk down the street. You get plenty of attention. I don't want that type of attention. What do you want? The freak show? Oh my God. You want attention? Work hard, put in extra hours, get your financial shit together, and maintain your vehicles. Live a good life. Spend time with your kids. Raise them. Be hot for your spouse. Make sure your spouse is taken care of. Not happy, that's their job. Make sure they're taken care of. Go on adventure. Go live life. Go do, accomplish things. Develop trades and skills and hobbies. Doesn't all have to be work. That's a compliment. Hey, that's what that's me over there. Not, yeah, see, it says go Pack. Brett Favre. But yeah, it's no different. I would say where are the tattoos heading us? A better proxy or covariable would be obesity. How many people are just too fat too lazy to stay in shape and keep themselves alive longer? And then consequently, labor force participation, hours worked, it ends up becoming economics. What percent are dependent on the government collecting a welfare check? What percent can actually support themselves? And how many people are doing freaking bullshit just to stave off the fact and prevent their mind, cope in their own mind that they are a worthless person who's never achieved anything in life? Or worse, you've done horrible things, namely ruin children's lives. You know, that's where it's good. To me, it's more of an economic indicator. It's not a psychological indicator. It's not a cultural indicator. It's just like, all right, how many people aren't doing real work? How many people are swapping out? Hey, like there's I guess the most extreme form of it would be these guys in I forget which African country it is, but they're called like village dandies. They're in this piss shit poor village. No joke. GDP per capita less than $1,000 a year, and they go get some loud, ridiculous, nice suit. Like they spend an entire year's salary on the suit, and then they just walk through the muddied slums, and they're dandies. Like they got a word for it, and that's it. There's their prom. That's another way. Like these people probably peaked in high school, right? They just can't cope with the real world. But this is the big flash. Look, I got it. No different than a guy going through his midlife crisis getting a Corvette. No different than the girls with the okay. Let's say you're a rich, privileged woman and you have no tattoos. You're going to get your handbag. That's all that is. I have nothing in my life, so I'm going to grab things and stuff, or you know, change the way my body looks to get attention. I'm not going to improve my body. I'm not going to improve my health. I'm not going to do anything I'm not going to go become a doctor. I'm not going to Patch Adams it up and like go save lives. No, look, I got a tramp stamp. Well, look, bro, I got my crossbow. Although that's the fashion. I'm sorry, that was the fashion one. And you see guys, they're dyeing their hair as ridiculous colors. Oh, especially in the video games industry. There's some guy with purple or blue hair. I said, is BioWare working on Mass Effect 5? Well, whoever's working on Mass Effect 5, you got a blue-haired freak, a talentless nobody working on that. I wonder if the game's going to suck. Because again, well, what do games suck nowadays? Well, you have people who really, what percent? I want to know what percentage of people got tattoos, ridiculous hair colors, mutilated piercings in the video games industry. How many of you got that? And oh my God, surprise, the video games suck. It's not because of the tattoos or the hair color per se. That's reflective of the main problem, that is laziness. Then globally, I don't know, I haven't traveled enough to see it globally. But sure, I guess it's spreading around, and the laziness is spreading around. It's human nature. Oh, we can be lazy, but then that's the tragedy, is your body is so desperate to be lazy, but then you are tortured because all of your human ancestors, going back hundreds of thousands of years, all of them have worked hard. And that's ingrained. Just like it's like you like a girl with big boobs, that working hard is ingrained. If you don't work hard, your body's constantly sending, your mind is sending you signals. We're in trouble. We're in trouble. We're in trouble. We got to do something. But then your other body's like, no, don't work, don't work, don't work, because you're expending calories of energy. And as long as you're staying alive, because we got EBT chicken tendies you can put in your armpits, you got free gimme dats, you can be kept alive. But that doesn't solve the existential issue or the purpose issue, or turns off your brain. Like, we got to be doing so. We should be going and doing so. We should accomplish something. So these people are really trapped in a prison. And that's their hey. And there's lots of copes. Tattoos and facial piercings and whatever. That's just one cope or type of cope. There's, oh, I'm really good at video games, bro. There's just putting your brain out of its misery by doing drugs so you don't feel it. But at the end of the day, I look at these, I'm like, no, they're not happy. These aren't happy people. I've never seen a girl with a bull nose ring look happy. They've never been pretty either. Hey, you simps come in. This girl's really hot. She's got tattoos all over. That's mental illness then. There's like, oh God, Jesus, something's off now. I guess I sort of thrown in like a 1 or 2%, like actual mental illness. But yeah, there's your answer. That's where it's going. But that's just one of many symptoms you'll see. Obesity, I would say obesity is more of an indicator as to what that trend is. But you know whose problem that is? It's a them problem, not an our problem, because we stay in shape. And just so you know, by the way, let's say you want to get a tattoo, right? And you're aware, I don't begrudge you your tattoo. Go get your tattoo, right? And in a libertarian sense, you want to put one right down your nose, go ahead, put a tattoo. I don't care. I don't want to like prevent you. No, I've always wanted a tattoo that says Ma because I love my Ma. Get your tattoo. But if it's your life because you got nothing else going on, it'd be the same thing with like a Corvette. I don't have anything against a Corvette. They're very fast, sleek looking cars. If you want to get one, go get one. But don't be the washed up 64-year-old boomer who has to cash in his retirement fund because you could never really afford it. And like, I got my Corvette, bro. Yeah, you sure did. And now and then 5 years time, I'm on a fixed income. I can't afford it. All right. Link below is my book on Not to Become a Millennial. There's an entire chapter about tattoos because it was just so common. It was just so basic. They've kind of got quiet now after you all had to grow up and start having kids that live in the real world, right, millennials? But you all knew, so get my tattoo. I know everything. I went to college. Blah. How are those? They'll never admit it. But how are those tattoos aging their millennial generation? Is that cool? How, ladies, how are those tramp stamps, huh? Costas, £2 British. Should I get a tattoo of a pic of me getting a tattoo? Bro, as long as it's got barbed wire along your bicep, bro. William Curtin, $5. I got scars from working, not being stupid. Tats are lame. Yeah. Yeah, there's some real tattoos. Chrome Gear Genius, new guy, $2. Tattoo rune and prawn for me. I guess it's good. Laugh out loud. Yeah, they really try to push that, don't they, on the young gals? Oh, dude, and there's such a small vocal minority because you're attacking their existence. And then you're not attacking their existence. You're just trying to help them say there's more to life than this. But when I think Matt Forney caught, this is over 10 years ago, the amount of flack he caught because he was over the target. I think he wrote an article on Return to Kings that girls with tattoos are damaged. More or less true. All these people who have nothing but their tattoos came out for blood. I'm sure there'll be some comments, from the tattoo community, and they're going to be loud and vocal because they got nothing else going on. They will. And like, you just can't have cope some more. You fucking close-minded. Yeah, we got it. We got it. Can you send the thank you mail to me and everyone else for the welfare we pay for you and the subsidies and the Section 8 housing? And also just shut the fuck up. It's a fad. It's over. Knock it off. You'll see it. But yeah, man, they'll come out, dude, I find it hot. There's always going to be some autist in there like, I think it's hot. I think it's hot, blah. Like, maybe you do. There are chubby chasers, but you're in the minority. This should be your epic. This should be your time. If you like women who are overweight with tattoos, by God, buddy, it's your time. Big Shell, $2. Can we include piercings in this too, please? Yeah, no, I mean any form of mutilation is too big of a term. Any form of body adjustment, shall we put it there? Body maligning, body image changing, permanent image changing. A lot of it's not permanent too. That isn't traditional. You just you are a Nazi. You are, yeah, okay. Yes, I am. Yep. I'm gonna start murdering entire groups of people because some people want to paint their face. Yes, that's exactly what I want to do. Yeah, like I said, it's look to the extent everyone will go, whether it's the dandies walking in the African village or women putting on the weaves and the nails, even though they're fat, 2 tattoos, 2 piercings, 2 handbags, 2 Corvettes. Everybody does this. Everybody does this because they ain't got no soul, they ain't got no accomplishment, and they ain't got no love. I don't sit there really, oh God, am I contributing to society? Do I have a purpose and point in life? I'm like, I don't know what it'd be like. Well, if I get this tattoo, then the hole in my stomach would be filled. Pringles can with veins, $5. Broken women get tattoos and piercings to turn themselves into the men they want to date. Soy boys turn into the girls that won't date them. There's an element of that. I just think they're lazy and they don't want to work. But then they got to do something to say, I'm different, I'm unique, I exist. No, you actually don't. There is a literal, like for example, girls like, what's the thing women are generally, young women are most proud of? Their degree. You're like, but your degree is the same worthless horseshit liberal arts, social science degree that every other woman has. Not to mention like 30% of men. Literally tens of millions, maybe even 100 million now if we look at it. A third of the population has your fucking joke of a degree. You're not special. You're not unique. You're not intelligent. Well, maybe you are, but you certainly didn't use it for that degree. And we're supposed, oh my God, I got a degree in political science. Fuck off. As common as blades of grass. And it's the same thing with a tattoo. I got a tattoo. No, the edgy people don't have tattoos. The real independent ones, the people who are actually unique and stand out, are the ones who aren't fat and don't have a tattoo. It doesn't make them better, doesn't make them great people. It's just that they're the ones who are unique. You guys are common. They're also conformists. I mean, yeah, dude, you know what tattoos are? They're normie. They're normie conformie. Oh, you did the thing that was popular with the peeps? Oh, wow, how totally conforming of you. Totally edge, bro. Why really? Here's what's going to be insult. There is no difference between the people who got the tattoos to cope and the boomer with the white calf high socks with New Balance shoes who bought his Corvette. No difference. No difference. If you don't like that, you know what will solve your problem? Get another tattoo. Go get a piercing. I don't know. Really. Go get another one. You'll show me. Nonstop Dre 360, $5. Everyone knows that Cappy loves women with tattoos because it's a signal to him that they're used to abuse, so they don't mind more scars. I have never touched a woman in that way. I never will because I really don't believe in violence. I do not. I do not. I must have slept with a woman with tattoos. I don't think. Oh yeah, no, I never remember. Tap back the tramp stamp. Yeah, I have had sex. You can't help it. They're all over. I'll even allow the little discreet tattoo on the bottom of the ankle, on the underside of the wrist. Like, okay, I guess. But if you want to put a bumper sticker on a Ferrari, go ahead. It's not my Ferrari. Do what your body with you what you will. Where can I find a guy? Oh, Dre, $2. Tattoos seem like a bad fad unless they're in UFC. Yeah, and even I'd say the professional sport. I know now these guys could kick the shit out of me. I don't know why. That I don't know. I'd have to talk to you because there's no denying nearly all professional sports players have a fucking tattoo. And to me, I'd be like, what? You are already a professional athlete. Like, that's a tremendous accomplishment. You're successful. You've already, you win. Like, if you make it, if you get paid to play sports, especially in the major leagues, what do you need a tattoo for? Like, you should be like, damn, I'm pretty proud. There, I think it might almost be fashion, or I got to go with, because everyone else is doing it. It might be more the lemmings. But UFC, the same thing. What? Why? Or maybe they got it before and they were poor and they were going to come out of it. I could see maybe that. But yeah, I don't know why every professional athlete has to have a tattoo. It's like, but you have purpose. You're an exceptional person. So there'd be another reason, I'd imagine. A Pringles can with veins, $2, huge chest tats and leg tats are the worst. Dude, don't give me facial and then you got them on. They're not, look, they're not doing, in defense of women, they're not doing it for you boys. They're obviously not. They don't have to care what you guys want. Like, I'm not here for your sexual, but they're not. They're right. If women don't want their existence to be based off of men's sexual desire of them, they have every right to do it and to pursue more lofty things in perfect honesty. And if they want to get the tattoo, that's fine. I would then pose to you men, God, I don't know why I didn't think about this. Why didn't I think about it? It just came up to me now. Pringles, thanks for this observation. Here's an epiphany. All right. In addition to the 80,000 bits of evidence in the exhibit in the court case of do women like men, I'll throw the 80,000th and first bit of evidence, one more bit of evidence to the pile. If women like men, they wouldn't tattoo themselves this much because they say, well, I want to attract a man. And given, hang on, I wonder if the data is out there. I'm going to go with Zoomer girls, percent Zoomer girls with tattoos. We might have statistics on this. Okay, here it is. About 45% of millennials have two tattoos. Zoomers also have around 45%. Now that's all, both male and female. Today, more American women than men have tattoos. 38% of women versus 27% of men. So that's all generations. So that's a 10% premium. So let's just, I mean, it's a very estimated math here. 55% of young women have tattoos. 55% of women are more. There's nothing wrong with their choice. I need you guys to understand that. They have the right. And what you're seeing, God, I don't know why I didn't put more evidence. The majority of women are more interested in tattoos and body modification, or whatever you want to call it, than they are you. Because if they like men more than their desire to have body mutilation, modification, whatever, paint, art, whatever you want to call it, they value the ability to do whatever it is to their body and their looks more than they value having a relationship with you, right? Some may say, well, it attracts the type of guy I want. Fair. There is a market, right? But generally, men don't like women physically. I mean, you may like them personally, but you do not find it attractive. 55% don't give a fuck what you find attractive. Woo-hoo-hoo! Woo-wee! Economic philosophy and research with we live in great times. Great fucking times. 55%. Right? Roughly. If overall the population, women, 10% more women have tattoos than men. Millennial Zoomers average 45. Oh, wait, we should divide by half. You're right. So 50%, right? 50%. I'm sorry about that. 50%. Oh, God. Oh, it's so great what you can tell with statistics. Trey, $2. Cappy calls violence discipline. Discipline is a form of violence, but it's not harmful violence, if you can imagine such a thing. Yes, it's going to hurt, but it's for their own good. Hey, you all have fun with the positive reinforcement always, and no negative reinforcement. Let me know how the kids are growing up when there's no fathers around. Let me know how those communities do. Let me know how those kids turn out when there's no discipline and no father and no negative reinforcement. Just hold hands and be liberal white women from the suburbs. And we need more money to be social workers. Jerry, you shouldn't do that. Don't be doing that. That's very naughty. No, you get a timeout, Jerry. Jerry, you do that again, I'm going to make you limp for a month. I wonder which will get Jerry to be an actual contributing member to society versus a criminal. JJ Lovecraft, $2. Tattoos are never cute. Okay, they make you look old. I've never seen a tattoo that I liked. I just you should no. Were you in a unit in Iraq? Okay. Was there a memorial your mom? Okay. But otherwise, no. JJ Lovecraft, $2. It's for people with no soul to seem interested. Thank you. Thank you. Magana, $2. Never met a pro-lifer with tats. Really? I mean, yeah, pro-choice I'd see with tats all, but I don't think pro-life would necessarily exclude because of the fashionable factor. Many old conservative Republican-leaning ladies had their tattoos. That was the fashion thing. Yeah. Matter of fact, now I think just the ones that are coming like, yeah, they all got tattoos. And they all generally vote Republican. So I find that interesting that pro-life, in your experience, there's no tattoos. But there you go. Link below how not to become a millennial. Look, for the loud minority of people who have tattoos are going to go and find and defend yourself. I mean, you can, and please do, or if you're going to contribute something, but we are done. It's a fad. I don't care to hear the arguments. And I'm not going to give a shit if you call me names and, oh, you pussies. And no one cares. Okay. Everyone is over it. All right. It's the cold shoulder. It's the poofy bangs. Everyone's moved on. No one's listening to mainstream media anymore. All right. Nobody's listening to Karens. We're not listening to you. Well, you're right. And you can, oh, you're just insecure. What we've heard the arguments before. We don't give a fuck. You need to cope with the fact that most of us are like, what the fuck is that? Christ. And that's yeah. It's, you know what it is? If you've seen the episode, the Harley Riders episode in South Park, please, for those of you in the tattoo community, don't do the watch that episode of South Park. No one cares that you're riding a Harley anymore. All right, that's it. Questions, answers, Asshole Consulting. We'll see you guys later. Toodles.